Accused of shooting 3 people this summer at the Peachtree Center Mall could face a judge for a hearing today. Atlanta News First reporter Asia Wilson is live at the Fulton County Courthouse. And Asia, at the time of that shooting, the suspect was already out on bond for another charge.
You're exactly right, Brooks. Back in June, Jeremy Malone was awaiting trial for an unrelated criminal matter. Well, it never went to trial, and years later, the shooting happened. And I can tell you, it was a very chaotic day. The 34-year-old is accused of getting into an argument with a man inside of a food court known as the Hub at Peachtree Center in downtown Atlanta. Investigators say during that fight back in June, Malone took out his gun and shot the man, then proceeded to walk around the food court and shot more. 2 other people were hit, a 69-year-old woman and a 70-year-old woman. And following this shooting, Atlanta police stated Malone should not have had a gun. He was arrested nearly a dozen times before. In fact, police arrested Malone for possession of a knife through the commission of a felony and aggravated assault in April 2021. The day after the mall shooting, Mayor Andre Dickens spoke out about all of this.
Yesterday's tragic events reflected a breakdown in the criminal justice system and our social structures on multiple levels.
Now, during this mall shooting, the suspect was shot by an off-duty officer who was watching everything play out and intervene. Meanwhile, Malone faces several charges in this case. He's expected in front of a judge for a case management hearing at 9:30 this morning. In downtown Atlanta, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.